You're watching Chipotle High School Basketball Nationals on League Ready. We're here at Hamilton Southeastern High School in Fishers, Indiana, just south of downtown Indianapolis. And a major top 10 battle between 9-seeded Wasatch and 8-seeded IMG with national championship on the line this week. Alongside the great Rafael Davis, I'm Sam Brief, and Rafael, our second game of the night, an absolute treat with two of the best players in the country.
Oh yeah, both ties filled with talent. You look at Isaiah Harwell on one side, you got Darius Acuff, Sadiq White on the other. Great coaches, great programs. This is going to be one of the better games of this entire week. Two of the better programs within the EYBL Scholastic going head to head.
And tons of offense in this game. Wasatch, top scoring team in the EYBL, goes up against IMG, who can shoot the lights out. What is special about each of these guys? Harwell, Acuff.
You look at Darius Acuff, one of the best players in the country, can score the ball at will, tough, hard-nosed. You can't speed him up. He gets to his spot. He's extremely poised as a point guard. And you look at Isaiah Harwell, one of the better shooting guards you'll see in the country. Number 13th in the top 100, can score at will. At 6'4", can finish at the basket. Great handle into his pull-up, can knock it down from three. Kid can score in the phone booth. Should be a high-scoring matchup between these two. But I hope they guard each other. I hope they take this head-to-head matchup seriously.
January 17th, it was a 59-58 Wasatch win over IMG. Isaiah Harwell scored only 7 points on 2 of 12 shooting, but his team still got the win. And now his team starts with it. Wasatch in these green-gray tops, IMG in the smooth baby blues. Here goes Harmon. And now Junior County with it. The winner takes on number 1 seed Columbus tomorrow. Manu Manciel, one of the best shooters in the EYBL, leaves it short, and the rebound to Quinones. IMG led by 7th-year head coach Sean McAloon. This week, they're vying for their second national championship and the first since 2019. Acuff for Stagg, bullies his way in, off the glass, no. Cleanup for Sadiq White for a second opportunity. Now Acuff picks his way through, running floater off, scoops it, and into the corner. It goes to Wasatch. County finds Harwell. The 3-ball is good.
But if you're Sadiq White and you're guarding one of the better players in the country, you can't have a company closeout. You got to get there with your hands up and get to the body. That's just too easy for a player of Isaiah Harwell's caliber. He's going to knock that shot down more times than not.
A 43% three-point shooter, third best in the Nike EYBL regular season. White slithers in for the deuce.
Tough. Not settling. Reverse pivot, then using it to step through. Getting right to the basket, put points on the board early.
Syracuse-bound big men, incredibly efficient. Here goes Harmon, a great distributor. Finds Harwell. 3. Off. Acuff the board.
Living dangerously if you're Sadiq White.
And then Acuff takes a tumble. Oh, no. He was grimacing as he fell to the ground. Grabbing his leg.
I think he just wanted to sell that foul call a little bit more.
Sold me, sold the ref. Goes on Manu Manciel. So Darius Acuff, he's the number 1 ranked point guard in the country. Next year, he'll play SEC hoops for John Calipari's Arkansas Razorbacks. He played last night up at the Barclays Center, McDonald's All-American game. 20 minutes, 12 points. And now a little back-to-back. Here goes Harwell. Harmon now slithers in, and he leaves it short. It hit every part of the rim, and now Acuff fouled by Harmon. Well, Isaiah Harwell, he'll play for Houston next year, one of the best shooters in the nation.
Just rising up, not waiting for the ball to come to him, moving without it, understanding spacing, understanding timing, and just knocking it down over the hands of Sadiq White.
And for such a storied program and one that is playing in the Final Four this weekend, Isaiah Harwell is actually the highest ranked recruit ever for the Houston Cougars. 5 stars, number 13 in the country.
I mean, you look what Coach Calvin Sampson is doing right now in the Final Four, but you look next season, bringing in Isaiah Harwell, bringing in Chris Sinek. I mean, he is reloading that Houston roster, trying to get them back to another Final Four next season.
No program has won more NCAA tournament games over the last 5 years than Houston. And they've got a tough date with Duke on Saturday. Back to the action, a County 3, a little off. Rebound tips to Quinones. Again, these two teams meeting for the second time. White fouled by Harwell. And that is 2 early fouls on Isaiah Harwell in just 3 minutes. That could be trouble.
Yes, it could be. When you think about how much Isaiah Harwell brings to this team, leadership-wise, scoring-wise, defensively, that's a huge development here early in this ball game.
Still in the game as Stagg pries it away from County.
Good D, Ekwe.
Down low for White. They were going for broke. Now here's Harmon. And a foul on Stagg. And a pretty foul-happy start to this game. So what's this Wasatch team like without Isaiah Harwell? He's on the bench right now with the 2 fouls.
Harmon's going to have to be big time. Harmon's one of the better juniors in the country, ranked right now number 55th in the top 60. He's going to have to lead this team. He's going to have to set the table. He's going to have to get guys involved, but he's also going to have to score the ball. So I look for a lot of Harmon action here for Wasatch here in the first quarter.
And here is Harmon. Baseline drive, fouled by Quinones. And Cottrell Harmon already with offers from Illinois, LSU, and Arizona State, among others. Actually led the Nike EYBL in assists per game with 6 in the regular season. Now he gets it into County. Junior County no with the left hand. Good straight up D from Sadiq White. Now down low, Stagg on a nifty feed.
Stagg finished the basketball, but it was a great outlet pass, getting the ball up the floor in a hurry, finding the big man at the rim for 2.
Georgia-bound big men, one of the tougher big men in the country. Here's Monsiel. He slipped, he slid, and it's going to IMG. We'll note this court here at Hamilton Southeastern High, it's a little bit different. Not quite as slick. It's not shiny, you might see. Kind of a matte court.
Yep.
Might take some getting used to.
That's what we do in Indiana, man. High-level basketball, high-level floors.
The best floors in the nation. Here's Acuff searching for his first field goal. Jamal Jones now weaves in. Out to Quinones, a drive, he's stripped, and Miller comes away with it.
Got thrown up.
Monsiel to Harmon, no. Miller, no. Now Monsiel gets a second chance. Ekwe, Monsiel drives in, there's Harmon for 2.
Harmon with a great job of not settling for the contested 3, playing off the closeout, getting the defense in the air and blowing right by him with a nifty finish at the rim.
So tied up early. Again, the winner faces the 1 seed Columbus tomorrow. Acuff. A lid on the 3-point basket to start. Wasatch playing without Harwell, who's on the bench with 2 fouls. Their best player. Little pick and roll to Ekwe. Hits the bunny. Augustine Ekwe, New Mexico State-bound big man at 6'9", 225. Here goes Acuff.
Give me that.
Swatted by Ekwe. Major rejection. And then Acuff misses the 3. Wasatch playing with juice. Their best player on the bench, no problem.
There was a guard in there.
Here's County. driving on the baseline.
Good rebound.
Miller chases it. Now bodies flying as Ekwe comes up with the ball.
Good pass.
Miller for three. Air ball. County, offensive rebound. Ekwe blocked. Frenetic pace as Monsieur takes another tumble. Bodies going everywhere. Rebounds everywhere. A frenetic pace here in Indy. It's the Chipotle Nationals on League Ready. Back with the first quarter finish when we come back.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Elite high school hoops all season long, streaming from the top tournaments and showcases across the country.
Who kicks it out? Fowler three-pointer. Count it at the buzzer. We are live from Hofstra University.
The 5-for-5 Hoop Fest on League Ready.
With 3 minutes remaining, Harper gets the steal. Harper goes by James and jams it.
Cross-court pass. Here's Rob Wright. 2-on-1 for the slam.
Catch it all live on League Ready YouTube.
You make the stuff fresh every morning?
Yes, every single day we prep everything in our store. Onions, jalapenos, cilantro.
Wow. Looks pretty fresh to me.
Fresh ingredients every day.
It's delicious.
Chipotle Nationals is delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle, for real. Intriguing battle tonight between the 8-seed IMG, 9-seeded Wasatch, who won the regular season EYBL Scholastic Championship. 9 wins, just 2 losses, led by Houston-bound Isaiah Harwell. Raphael Davis, this team just shoots the lights out. 43% as a team.
But when you look at how Wasatch is defending right now, high hands, closing out, getting to a body, not letting guys get loose. Darius Acuff has started the game a little slower. He's going to get going. But as of right now, here, 6 minutes into this game, Wasatch has answered the challenge defensively.
They've held IMG to just 2 made field goals, and Acuff to just 1 point.
Good pass.
Quinones for 3, yes.
It's a really good pass from Darius Acuff, but Quinones does a great job of getting off the ball. When Darius Acuff drives that ball, he gets to that corner. Great spacing from the young fella.
The first triple for IMG. Monsieur now with a 3. Manu Monsieur is an unconscious shooter.
Manu Monsieur making it known, you better not go under on that ball screen. Good defense.
And Miller with the interception, throws it right back to Acuff, and then Ekwe takes it.
Hey!
Ekwe, 2-hand slam. But Felipe Quinones is down and writhing in pain. Oh no, he's grabbing his right knee. And looks incredibly disappointed as he hobbles off. But can't put any weight on that right knee. Oh, that's just a non-contact for Felipe Quinones. Of course, a marvelous dunk by Ekwe.
I think Quinones and Darius Acuff, they may have cracked knees. If you look at Darius Acuff limping right now, grabbing his knee, that might have just collided. And you see Quinones walking it off, so you know it's not something too serious. But when those knees collide, especially when they're bony like those ones, that leaves a stinger.
And we certainly hope for the best for both Quinones and Acuff, who's still in there. Here's the Arkansas bound point guard. Number 1 ranked guard in the nation. Backing up. Foster weaves inside, throws it up and tipped right back to himself.
Good fight. Gets
it to Acuff and a fresh 30. Now into the corner, Jones. The drive. Foster for 3. Bingo.
Foster coming into this game and giving immediate impact on the glass, knocking down the 3. When you check into the game, you want to impact it in a positive way, and Foster's doing that early.
Chase Foster, the junior from Baltimore, out of Edmondson Westside High School. Now for the response, it's Ekwe. Another putback slam. Augustine Ekwe taking over. Wasatch with the lead. Acuff has 7 seconds. Bumping bodies. 3 for Beamer off. Rebound tips, and it's Monsiel. Oh, nearly made it from 60 feet. But we will step out of the first quarter. Well, Wasatch barely got Isaiah Harwell going. Just 2 minutes as he's in foul trouble. They didn't need him. They had Augustine Ekwe.
Ekwe, shot goes up, Ekwe's crashing every single time. Wasatch up 3.
Well, Wasatch Academy in their 5th ever Chipotle Nationals, looking to make it past the quarterfinals for the first time ever, and they need a win tonight to fill out that last slot under Columbus. The winner of this game faces Columbus tomorrow night and gets a date with the Boozer twins and that loaded #1 seed.
And not just the Boozer twins, but don't forget about Jackson Richardson, one of the better underclassmen in the country. High-flying athlete, can finish at the basket. The Boozer twins are great, but some nights it's Jackson Richardson who beats you. So either one of these teams, when you're moving on to face a team like Columbus, you better get a good night's sleep, you better be ready to crash the glass, and you better be ready to guard.
But that Columbus team comes in as a confident #1 seed with good reason. But both these teams are confident. Isaiah Harwell, in a press conference this week, he said, hey, we have as good of a shot as anyone to win this thing. He noted, hey, we play in the toughest conference in the country and we won the regular season title.
Yep.
So no reason Wasatch couldn't win it all. And no reason IMG couldn't do the same. Led by the #1 guard in the nation in Darius Acuff. Sadiq White, Kareem Stagg up front. This team under Sean McAloon is loaded. Here's Acuff. Feeding Foster. Second quarter just underway. And a 3 for Jones rattles out. County corrals it. Monsiel weaves inside with the left. He got fouled, and free throws coming for Manu Monsiel.
Wasatch is doing an excellent job of putting pressure on the defense, not settling in transition, driving the basketball, getting 2 feet in the painted area, and forcing the referees into tough decisions to force foul calls. Right now, +4 in the paint, and it's showing here early in this game.
So Monsiel to the line, hits the bucket. Isaiah Harwell still on the bench. If you're Paul Peterson, the Wasatch head coach, your best player has 2 fouls. He sat most of the game. How much longer do you keep him on ice?
I mean, you're up 5 without him right here in the ball game, so there's no real rush to get him back here in this first half and jeopardize him picking up his 3rd foul. But if IMG, if they go on a run and they get a big lead and they go up 6, 8 points, I can see Isaiah Harwell checking back into this game.
Beamer. And that pass goes awry. Out of bounds to Wasatch, who's had no problem without Harwell.
It's good defensively, and when you look at it, Isaiah Harwell, he's not their best defender. He's not their greatest off-ball defender. So with him on the bench, this defense is amped up even more. And they're really taking IMG out of everything that they want to do offensively.
IMG shooting just 30%. Miller for 3.
Good pass.
Got it. And a foul. Chase Foster ran right into him. And now Miller a chance for the 4-point play.
It's really good offense. You drive the basketball, you get a piece of the paint, and you find your shooter in the corner. If you're IMG, that is not your help. You've got to get closer to your man, and when that ball is driven towards you, you don't creep into the lane. You got to get to yours. IMG Academy with the Cardinal sin, and Wasatch making them pay.
And now Wasatch gets a second chance. A little offensive rebound thanks to an Ekwe tip. County for 3. Rebound to Peck. Acuff, the triple is good. Oh, don't let Darius Acuff get hot.
All he needs is one. But what I love about Darius Acuff, We've seen him get a shot blocked. We've seen him miss some shots. We've seen him make some shots. Facial expression never changes.
Stoic. Stagg rips it away. Here come the Ascenders. Beamer, coast to coast. Got stripped by Miller, and it stays here. Well, here's Isaiah Harwell. Sat on the bench for about 8 minutes, and now he's back in the game with 2 fouls.
Interesting decision, coach. But if I'm IMG, I'm going at him right now. I'm getting Darius Acuff, I'm getting a switch, and I am attacking Isaiah Harwell, knowing he doesn't want to pick up that third.
Acuff for 3. And the foul. Monsiel, the guilty party.
We just said all he needs is one. Darius Acuff is one of those guys. He just needs to see that ball go in the net one time, and then he's cooking. Some guys need to make 3-4 shots, and then they get a heat check. Darius Acuff, 1 shot, heat check, and 1 from 3 at the free throw line with a chance for 4, making this a 1-possession game.
And we have seen Acuff take so many games over with one of these little flurries. The EYBL Player of the Year, the top scorer in the conference with 24 points a game.
You can see why. 7 points in less than a minute of game time.
Let's see what Wasatch has in them. Harmon to Monsiel, strong from 3. Acuff rips the glass. Acuff now storming in. Make it 9 points in 90 seconds. Timeout, Wasatch.
That dude is tough, man.
Well, Darius Acuff just went on a personal 9-0 run. And look at him flying down the floor.
That shot goes up, and Darius Acuff with a man's rebound, going up and snagging it, finishing at the rim over the trees. Darius Acuff has woken up. It's taking this game over. IMGA, up by 1.
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
Elite High School Hoops, all season long. Streaming from the top tournaments and showcases across the country.
Who kicks it out, Fowler, 3-pointer, count it at the buzzer. We are live from Hofstra University.
The 5-for-5 Hoop Fest on League Ready.
With 3 minutes remaining, Harper gets the steal. Harper goes by James and jams it.
Cross-court pass. Here's Rob Wright. 2-on-1 for the slam.
Catch it all live on League Ready YouTube.
Back at the Chipotle Nationals, and let's take a look now at tonight's Chipotle Player Spotlight. It's the 5-star recruit bound for Houston, Isaiah Harwell. And you want to be a 5-star, kids? All right. Steak, burrito, rice, guac, cheese. Simple. Powerful.
We work together too much, man. We saying the same words, finishing each other's sentences. My wife will be jealous. But that's a big-time Chipotle order. Keeping it simple, getting a steak burrito bowl reminds me of my guy, Dewan Marrero, Paragon's own. That's what you want when you go to Chipotle. Keep it simple. I'm all for it.
Keep it simple, stupid.
I wasn't going to say it.
Steak, guac, burrito. Love it. 3 for Monsiel.
Big shot coming out of the timeout for Monsiel.
He is a 50% three-point shooter, his second triple of the night, as Acuff lobs it into no man's land. Free possession now for Wasatch. Harwell rumbling in, and a little slap foul called on Beamer. Boy, Manu Monsiel is someone who ought to rocket up some recruiting rankings. He has an offer from San Jose State, and I think a whole lot of more programs could use that kind of shooting.
I mean, not just that type of shooting, but his activity defensively, his will to win. He plays hard, he's tough. Every team needs a Monsiel.
Here goes Harmon. Teardrops off, board for Stagg.
Good D.
And nearly ripped it right back.
Oh, that's going up.
Acuff with the left hand. No. Rebound tips to County. And Wasatch with it. The Wasatch Tigers in their 5th Chipotle Nationals appearance. They have never made it past the quarterfinals. A win tonight would punch their ticket into the quarters, where they would play 1-seeded Columbus tomorrow. Toure up and no good. They'll get a foul on Sadiq White.
Toure does a great job just making himself available, showing his hands, getting to his spot, going up strong, getting to the free throw line.
So Ali Toure, a transfer from Utah Prep, originally from Bamako, Mali. And now Quinones back in for IMG. Ray, this is a great sign for the Ascenders. Quinones was writhing in pain after banging knees earlier. Nice to see him back. 5th-year coach for Wasatch, Paul Peterson. Looks nice and loose. That's how you want your head coach in a game like this. And another offensive rebound for Wasatch off a free throw miss. Here's Harmon to Monsiel. Pressure coming. Toure rolling in. A little strong. Another Stag rebound. That's 3.
Big time rebound from Stag. Crashing in. She won.
Now Beamer goes to work. Pressure comes from Toure.
Good job, Toure. Hedging, getting back, keeping the ball in front. Really good defensive possession. Really good defensive possession.
And then it goes through the legs of Stag. Tell me what you saw there
that was
from
big
Toure.
Time. Big time. Toure getting out on the ball screen, showing a little bit, hedging, keeping the ball in front, then sprinting back to his man, keeping Stag in front on the drive. And then it's a team collective effort. It starts with one guy, and then it bleeds to the other 4. Just a big time defensive possessions from Wasatch Academy while IMG is trying to creep back into this game. Oh, he almost had him.
Wasatch has had the lead most of this thing. And an offensive foul gives it back to IMG. It's a moving screen
every
on
time.
Ekwe.
Every time.
IMG tonight looking to avenge a 59-58 loss in mid-January up in Springfield. That's when Wasatch got them, thanks to 28 points from Monsiel. And here's Ekwe with the steal. Back the other way, stolen. Jermal Jones gets it to Beamer. The 3, no good. Rebound White. Jones now.
Give me that.
Blocked by Ekwe. Monsiel pulls up.
Corner.
County from 15 feet.
But that is just bad defense from Sadiq White. Sadiq White headed to Syracuse next season, one of the better wings in the country. You got to keep the ball in front.
And then White loses it, but it'll stay here with his Ascenders.
That last possession, Sadiq White just getting whipped off the bounce. He is too good of a player, too talented, too athletic to be get whipped off the bounce in that manner. He's got to be a committed defender every single possession. You cannot pick and choose when you get to the collegiate level.
Now White out to Acuff for 3. No good. Rebound ripped by County. Miller 1 on 3.
Hit his head.
Oh, he took a hard tumble. James Miller. Head to the hardwood. And that's contact you always look to avoid. It's a scary fall. And good to see him now sitting up straight.
Good to be
able to stand now, and I assume he'll get inspected on the sideline.
Good to see him okay.
Of course, those hard falls to the head, always so scary. The long-term ramifications of that, as it looks, Harwell is set to check in for him. And of course, Miller will get examined on the bench. We're good to have all of you with us. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. Sam Brief, Rafael Davis, our wonderful crew with you here at the Chipotle Nationals. And now with Miller out of the game, Harwell will go to the stripe. Well, tell me what makes Isaiah Harwell so special. Why is this the #1 recruit Houston has ever gotten?
Because at 6'4", 180, he can do a lot of different things on the floor. He has athleticism and the ball skills to get to the basket at will, anytime. He can get you one. He get to a pull-up, step back, step in, however you want it. Coming off a ball screen, getting downhill. He can knock down threes. He can knock in step-ins. He can come off triple screens. He can knock them down in transition. Anything offensively, he can get the job done. And then defensively, when you look at Kelvin Sampson, you know when you go to Houston, you better be ready to defend. But with this body size, with this athleticism, still could be one of the better two-way players in the country when he gets to Houston.
And Harwell knows that. He said, quote, "If I don't play D, I won't play at Houston."
I learned that the hard way going to play for Coach Matt Painter when I left Lalamere.
Oh, you learned quickly, though, right?
I learned. No, it took me 3 years.
When you zoom out, it's quick, right? Harwell with a steal. He's playing defense here. And then he tumbles, lost it. And it's IMG ball. Oh, they'll call a foul here on Harwell. Oh, no, that's number 3 on Isaiah Harwell.
And that was not a foul. He just was on the floor.
Maybe just a swipe? Whatever it is, it means Harwell almost certainly will sit for the next 221.
Isaiah Harwell gets stuck in no man's land, kind of dead foot a little bit. I don't know.
And somehow that's his 3rd foul. He looks as confused as you. Now Acuff, the teardrop, boarded by Ekwe. And you hate to see a call like that take Harwell out of the game, at least for now. And then Monsieur throws it to the table. IMG ball.
That's always the risk you're taking as a coach. When your guy has 2 in the first, you're always taking that risk when you throw him back in there for him not to pick up that 3rd. Wasatch going to have to find a way to finish this half on the defensive end with one of the better players in the country on the sideline.
Time to lock down. Acuff, White, 1-on-2. He'll fight Ekwe. Nice spin for 2.
Really good footwork and really good patience from Sadiq White down low on the post.
And then Acuff tips it out of bounds with 1.5 minutes to halftime. IMG champions in 2019. They made it to the semis then 3 years in a row before a heartbreaking loss last year in the quarters to Paul VI. This year looking to get back to the mountaintop behind Darius Acuff and company. But down early against Wasatch. Monsieur. Work into the baseline. And it bounces out, but free throws coming for the sharpshooter out of Detroit.
And that's another reason why coaches will love having Monsieur. His ability to handle pressure and still make plays. A lot of guys, especially shooters, they don't like pressure. They don't like physicality. They don't like handling the basketball when they're being guarded tough. Monsieur, it doesn't bother him. He gets to his spot rising up, draws the foul, and gets to the free throw line.
Monsieur's older brother, Mac, is a standout guard at Detroit Mercy. Says he takes a lot of pride in his defense, models his game after Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Steph Curry. And I think if you're choosing those two to model your game after, as a guard, you're doing something right. As this ball bounces all the way to Foster, IMG keeps it. Acuff on County. Now Jones from 15 feet. Rebound to Miller. So under 1 minute to halftime, Wasatch has pretty much led the entire way. And there's Harmon taking some contact. IMG foul on Quinones.
Harmon getting downhill, just having patience, being poised, not being in a rush, taking what the defense is giving them. Defense riding him a little hard, leaning in, drawing a foul, getting to the free throw line. Harmon has showed a masterful display of his offensive abilities here in this first half, with Isaiah Harwell being damaged with some foul trouble.
And Harmon nails the front end. If you're just tuning in, Isaiah Harwell might be the best player in this game, but he's been on the bench for almost the entire game. 3 fouls. So in 6 minutes, he's only attempted 3 shots. He does have 5 points as number 1 in green continues to sit.
Is that Cam Heidi next to Isaiah Harwell? Purdue's on? That is Cam Heidi.
A little point over to the table.
Little eye contact, Boilermaker connection.
And we'll stay here, IMG ball. A Boilermaker can spot a Boilermaker from 50 feet away,
Yes, I can. I know my guys.
How'd you feel March went? Run into the Sweet 16.
Oh, you look at Purdue, you lose Zach Edey, 2-time National Player of the Year, and you come back with the Big Ten Player of the Year, Braden Smith. Trey Kaufman-Renn ended up being a CBS All-American. Yep. You get to the Sweet 16. They had a chance to compete for the Big Ten championship, and that's what you want as a Boilermaker. You want chances to compete to win Big Ten titles. You want to get to Sweet 16s, Elite Eights, and I think that's a successful season for Matt Painter and the Bulls.
It seemed like it. Back-to-back Big Ten Player of the Years. Can't hurt. In the corner, Quinones for 3.
Big shot for Quinones.
Great to see him healthy and banging in threes. Here's the offensive action that led to it.
Darius Acuff does a great job of worming that ball screen, getting back to his strong hand, getting to that seam, and Quinones knows exactly what to do with it. Corner pocket, bang.
In our first game, which was a 67-52 win for Dynamic Prep over Montverde, Ray, we saw 1 3 go down in the first half. In this game, 9 of them.
Tale of 2 games. There's Acuff got going. Wasatch got going from deep. This makes for a great second half of basketball to finish out the night.
Yeah, basketball games can be like people, all right? All shapes and sizes.
Yes, they can. Get your grinders, got your rock fights, then you got your rain shows. This one happens to be a rain show.
Wasatch, the top shooting team in the Nike EYBL Scholastic. IMG, the top scoring team. Isaiah Harwell back in the game just for the final 15 seconds as Wasatch holds for the final shot. Harmon, County, with 5 seconds. He takes a tumble. Passes out of trouble. Now Foster, Acuff, the heave. And we go to halftime. Wasatch leading for about 75% of the first half will cruise into the locker room with a 4-point lead. A spot in the quarterfinals and a date with 1-seeded Columbus is on the line. This is the Chipotle Nationals, and we'll be back on League Ready. You're watching the Chipotle High School Basketball Nationals on League Ready. We're here at Hamilton Southeastern High School in Fishers, Indiana, just outside Indy, and a top 10 battle. Wasatch, IMG, winner moves on to the quarters, and a lot of shooting in this first half, Rayfel.
But if I'm IMG, the way we played in that first half, we did not play great. 37% from the field and 11 turnovers. But we're only down by 4. And I think if you get Sadiq White going, you get Quinones making some shots, Darius Acuff is going to score the basketball at a high level. IMG is never out of this ball game.
3-pointers were flying, mostly in that first half from Darius Acuff and Manu Monseal, who both got going in their own way. But a big story of this first half was Isaiah Harwell for what he didn't do, and that is play much. Only 6 minutes due to foul trouble. How do you see that shaking out in the second half?
Oh, it's on the flip side of what I just said. If I'm IMG, I feel good about where I am because we play bad. But if I'm Wasatch and our best player, who happens to be one of the better scorers in the country, we're up by 4, and he hasn't played well. He hasn't played a lot at all. So when you see Isaiah Harwell, you hope he can get in rhythm here in this halftime, getting shots up during the break. But they need him to get going in this second half if they want to come away with this victory. 5
points in only 6 minutes for Harwell. Remember, January 17th, Wasatch takes down IMG 59-58. Harwell scores just 7 points on 2 of 12 shooting. The story of that game was Manu Monseal with 28. And Monseal has 9 points in this one. He's a really impressive player out of Detroit.
Monseal can do a lot of things on the floor. He can knock down shots at a high level, at a high rate. He can get to the basket. He can handle the basketball. He can handle pressure. Defensively, he can guard 1 through 4 with his tenaciousness and his 1-2 and his will and his pride. You love kids like Monseal. Harwell goes to the bench with some fouls. No worries in his eyes. Monseal Harmon got the job done. And now they got their guy back. And look forward to finishing this game.
And Harwell will start in the game with 3 fouls.
Another interesting decision from coach. Normally you pick up that third in that first half. Let me start the second half on the bench. Harwell's going to have to be extremely careful. He picked up that third one in a transition situation. He's got to stay away from all the action here.
I heard a coach bring this up once. Why defend your player in the best way possible by putting him on the bench? Right? That helps the team out, the other team. So Harwell in the game. Now Monseal starts with it for Wasatch in the greens. IMG in the baby blue. In and out for County. Stagg another rebound. He's everywhere on the glass. IMG tonight beginning their quest for a second Chipotle National title. Acuff the kick. Quinones misses the 3. Acuff rebound, and then can't hit the mid-range. So cold shooting start to the second half, and County rattles it home.
Junior County knocking it down in transition, getting this third quarter going.
6'5" junior out of Highland, Utah, not far from the Wasatch campus in Mount Pleasant. And IMG with a quick answer.
That's what you need more from Sadiq White. You need active hands on defense, getting back in transition like we just saw. But offensively, we need to see Sadiq White get downhill, get into the basket, get 2 feet in the paint. No one on this floor can keep Sadiq White out of the lane.
Brief me up. Let's say I'm a Syracuse fan. What am I getting in Sadiq White next fall?
You're getting a 6'8" forward who's ultra athletic, can guard multiple positions, can finish it up the floor, can knock down jumpers. But you're getting a dude that plays hard.
Speaking of play hard, Darius Acuff now with 12 points.
But if you're a Syracuse fan, you're getting Sadiq White, you're getting Cayenne Anthony. It's going to be happy times coming soon for the Syracuse fans.
Harwell rumbling in, stripped. Ekwe picks it up. Now Harmon.
We got to shoot that one. Can't question yourself if you're Harwell. You're open, you got to knock it down.
Now he shoots it, and a little short. Rebound tips around and out of bounds to IMG. Ascenders in the regular season, 21-7 record. With 66 points a game, they scored more than any team in the EYBL. If anything was their Achilles heel, it was 3-point shooting. at just 30%. A cuff to Jones. Running floater off. Stagg the tip, no. Another tip, no. And then Ekwe nearly tipped it in. It stays here
Just
with
big time,
IMG.
Big time activity from Stagg there on that glass. That shot goes up. He does not give up on it. 1 tip, 2 tip, 3 tips. Fighting to get his team extra possessions. Fighting to get his team points on the board.
1 tip, 2 tip, redfish, bluefish.
That's a good one.
You're a poet and you know it, Rafael Davis. Acuff goes downhill. Teardrop off. Jones cleans it up.
Already in this third quarter, that's the 5th offensive rebound from IMG Academy. Wasatch has got to get a body on someone when that shot goes up.
And now it's just a 1-point game. Harwell to Ekwe. He was wide open, Stagg the recovery, and then Ekwe the slam.
Way to stay with it. Blocked on the first attempt, didn't give up on it, didn't feel bad for himself, went right back up, hanging on that rim. Ekwe having a huge impact on this one.
Oh, he's been an X factor. Jones the kick, out of bounds, just past Quinones. This is the 3rd time we've seen Ekwe rattle the rim.
Staying with the play, gets a shot block, stays with it, going up and hanging on that rim. Ekwe's blocking shots. He's deflecting shots. Ekwe's been big time.
6'9" out of Lagos, Nigeria, committed in Mexico State. And here's Acuff with the steal. Outside, Quinones the triple. A little short. County scoops it. IMG shooting it at just 38% from 3. And then a one-hand rebound. You would call that a grown man rebound,
yes,
I think.
I would. That was a man's rebound. Kept Ekwe away from the basket with one arm, grabbed the ball with the other arm. Stagg, one of the strongest high school players you will see.
7 rebounds tonight. White, a little whistle outside. Acuff, the fake. And then he can't hit the open one.
Really good ball fake.
He had Harwell leaping out of the gym. With Wasatch leading by 3, Harwell's been able to stay out of a 4th foul. And then a foul away from the ball. Looks like they'll get Acuff for it. As Miller and Toure check back in for Wasatch. Acuff doth protest. Well, the Wasatch Tigers, they're here for the 2nd year in a row. Looking to make some noise as Stagg blocks Miller. And then offensive foul. Miller with a moving screen. So IMG ball as we come to our 3rd quarter media timeout. So IMG with it, chance to tie when we come back. Ascenders, slim advantage in the 3rd, but it's Wasatch up 3.
Elite high school hoops all season long, streaming from the top tournaments and showcases across the country.
Who kicks it out, Fowler, 3-pointer, count it at the buzzer. We are live from Hofstra University.
The 5-for-5 Hoop Fest on League Ready.
With 3 minutes remaining, Harper gets the steal. Harper goes by James and jams it.
Cross-court pass. Here's Rob Wright. 2-on-1 for the slam.
Catch it all live on League Ready YouTube.
Chipotle Nationals is delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real. So back at the National Championship of High School Basketball. Rafael, I know you played in this tournament. when you were at La Lumiere, what does it mean to be at this stage when you're just a high schooler?
Oh, it means everything. I can remember Coach Alan Huss, my head coach at La Lumiere, who's now the head coach at High Point. Just shows you what this league can do for coaches as well. But I can remember him selling me this vision on having a chance to play for a national championship, because everyone plays for a state. Playing for a state championship is a lot of fun here in Indiana. But when you have a chance to go play for a national championship, it just means so much more. You fight for it all season long. It's not a shoe-in. The state tournament, everyone gets a chance. Everyone gets a game. But the national tournament, you have to play so well throughout the season to even get a chance to be selected to be able to come play in this event. It's the best coaches in high school basketball, the best players in high school basketball, the best fans come out and watch it. The fans that really love basketball, they come out and watch you play. Just a big-time event put on by some big-time people.
But just to be here is an honor.
Yes,
These are 10 teams selected, invited to play in the event is an honor. To win the event is next level.
I mean, at the next level, you get the collegiate game. It's going to the NCAA tournament. That's what this is preparing these guys for, preparing them to get to tournaments that mean something. It's all about winning championships.
IMG won this event in 2019, looking to get back to the mountaintop as Stagg rattles it home and a foul.
Just a beautiful design play coming out of the timeout. Quinones hits the high post, loops around, but sets a little bit of a rub screen on Stagg's man and Toure to get him off balance a little bit, and then Stagg knows exactly what to do with it. You see Quinones screen his own man, just freeing up that lane for Stagg to get downhill. Just a beautiful play from Coach, getting Mount Vernon with a chance to tie the game. Man, big time.
And bam, he tied it up.
Man, that was a big time play.
Wasatch was up by as much as 8 in the first half, and that lead has gone away. Isaiah Harwell back on the bench as Monsiel drills a 3.
Anytime Wasatch has needed a basket, they needed someone to make a play, Monsiel has come through for him in a big, big way.
Manu Monsiel, 12 points.
Shorts may be small, but his game is big, man.
His shorts are as small as I could imagine.
But that's crazy.
Out of bounds to Wasatch. Rocking the short shorts, no problem for Monsiel.
Knocking down the trays in the corner. Monsiel has had his impact and his fingerprints all over this game on both ends.
The shorts are short and the stroke is sweet. 3-point lead for Wasatch. County
Good cut.
to Monsiel. He takes a tumble. And he stepped out of bounds, so IMG ball. And IMG looking to get, of course, Darius Acuff going. He does have 12 points, 4 of 14 shooting, so high volume. And we know he can score in a heartbeat. At one point in the first half, he scored 9 points in 90 seconds. Went on a personal 9-0 run. Now Beamer goes to work. Big time pressure from Miller.
Oh.
And they get Miller for the foul.
Man.
Oh, he is irate.
I'm irate. That's really big time defense from Miller. Pressuring the basketball, not using his hands, keeping the ball in front with his feet. Beamer getting bailed out by the officials.
Acuff looking to take advantage of the bailout. Beamer had Miller flying. Now White on Toure with the right hand. No. Here's Monsiel, nice touch pass. County to Miller. He finds Harmon. He goes in for 2.
It's a really good seal from Toure on that block, allowing Harmon to get to that basket as he gives a thumbs up to his coach.
And now Acuff nearly lost it. Stagg squirming in. White now doing the same. Fouled. This time it's Monsiel with the foul.
Monsiel got a lot of ball there on that drive. A lot of ball, a lot of hand on ball.
But he got the foul. So here to Sadiq White. We told you he's going to Syracuse. Comes from Charlotte, where he was a 20-point per game scorer last season at Myers Park High School. Transferred to IMG, ranked the number 6 power forward in the country. And he is a big get for the folks up in Syracuse.
Yes, he is. He gets to Syracuse, he puts on 10, 15 pounds. This dude is going to be a load in college basketball here in a couple seasons.
Splits the free throws as Wasatch puts in a couple big subs. Isaiah Harwell and Augustine Ekwe both back in the game. As Wasatch has retaken the lead in the last couple minutes. Harwell gets fouled. It's another one on Acuff. His second of the quarter. This one screeching to a halt now with a slew of third quarter fouls. So it's Harmon to throw it in. County to the basket. Fouled by Beamer. Some more free throws here.
Tough drive by County. Junior County ripping on the closeout, getting downhill, not settling. Knocked down some threes early in the game. Now he's playing off of that closeout, knowing the defense is guarding him as a shooter. He's finding ways to get to that 10.
Well, Junior County scored 11 a game in the regular season. Junior is from Highland, Utah. He's got a good set of offers from Houston, Texas A&M, and a school, this Indiana school you might have heard of called Purdue University.
And as you say that, Purdue assistant coach is right there at the doorstep. You can see him right there on the YouTube channel. There at the door, P.J. Thompson, offensive assistant coach, checking out the action.
And here a pick for Harmon. 90 seconds left in the third. It's Harmon on Foster. The kick. Monsiel, the three.
Man, Monsiel is hooping. Hooping.
His fourth three ball.
Taking whatever the defense is giving him and living with it.
Now Acuff just throws it off. And Harmon comes back with it. Down to County. Yes! Wasatch on a roll, 7-0 run. And then Acuff a miss.
That's an unbelievably bad shot from Darius Acuff. You're 2-on-1 in transition, and you shoot a three-pointer. And you're down 9. And Sadiq White is at the rim, 6'8", ultra athlete. You gotta have a bucket on that possession if you're Darius Acuff. Doesn't make too many bad decisions, but I don't like that one.
All of the momentum is with Wasatch. 3 off, rebound White. An 11-point lead for the Tigers, their largest of the night. Beamer, a 20-footer. Stops the run, 5 seconds left. And Miller, long distance three at the buzzer. Wow, bank open for Miller. A major three here at the Chipotle Nationals. And we gotta watch it again.
Miller has been awesome all game long. 40-footer. Off the glass. Big time shot headed into the fourth quarter, putting Wasatch up 12.
Absolutely remarkable for Miller. And the Wasatch Tigers now ballooning this lead out to 12. Rafael, what have they done to turn this one around?
They've become the play hard team. They're playing harder, they're rebounding at a higher rate, they're pushing the ball in transition, they're getting stops. Guys are making shots. Everyone is active. Harwell going or not, Wasatch Academy is a load to deal with on the offensive end.
And it's incredible. They have done most of this without Isaiah Harwell doing much of anything. Harwell's got 5 points, 12 minutes. He's been limited by foul trouble. And still, they're leading a powerhouse in IMG by 12.
It's been with their defense. You look at it, IMG right now, 33% from the field, 5 for 15 from the three-point line, and 14 turnovers. They've got to be better at taking care of the ball. You've got to do the little things when you play in tournaments like these. And you look at it, Wasatch right now rolling heading into the fourth quarter.
15 points for Manu Manciel, 9 for Junior County. And the Tigers of Wasatch, a dominant lead. They've issued a technical foul, or a personal foul rather, on that last bucket against Chase Foster, which means Isaiah Harwell is going to open this fourth quarter with some free throws. The winner of this game takes on the 1 seed Columbus tomorrow night. Isaiah Harwell told us this week, I think we have as good of a chance to win this tournament as any team. And with the first 3 quarters tonight, we are seeing why Wasatch has that. It's now a chance. Wasatch puts him at the half-century mark.
Shooting the free throw with the music in the background had to just be a little distracting.
It feels like practice, right? If you like the beat.
Actually, it is just like practice.
Yeah.
You go into the practice gym, you turn the music all the way. Actually, I like it now. We should play games with music going in the background. That's how you play open gym.
Can I be the DJ?
What's your first song you playing?
Whatever your favorite song is. I'm just trying to get hired.
It's funny.
So 8 minutes separating Wasatch from a date with Columbus. Let's see how they deliver down the stretch here in the fourth. Isaiah Harwell for 3. Yes, sir.
Jeez.
That is a special player, as it seems a warning has been issued to the Wasatch sideline. Right after the 3 went in, one of the near officials pointed to the bench, and actually now we'll say technical foul on the bench. It's on Austin Oku, one of their bench players.
Who I don't even think is playing in this game.
No. So he must have said something.
A little too much celebrating. Refs trying to take control over this game. Reel this thing back in.
Gives IMG a chance to pull a little closer with the clock stopped. So Wasatch by 15 here. And if IMG is going to come back, Raphael, I know they will need a heavy dose of Darius Acuff.
They need a heavy dose of Darius Acuff on the offensive end. But you're at the point in the game, you can't trade baskets. Every team works on shell drill. Every team works on can you get 3 stops in a row. But this is the time of the game. IMG, they got to get 3 stopping scores in a row to get themselves back into this game.
Here's Acuff, the triple. Little strong. Stagg gets him a second chance. Left hand fouled by Ekwe. The foul for Ekwe, just his second. On a night where Wasatch has hit 9 triples, 47% from 3, 45% from the floor. And Stagg has IMG within 14. If you're just tuning in, good to have you with us, opening the Chipotle Nationals tonight. Sam Parif, Raphael Davis, our wonderful crew. Earlier in the night, we watched Dynamic Prep take down Montverde, 67-52. So Dynamic plays Link tomorrow. And the winner of this one plays Columbus. Harwell for three. Off. Here's Quinones flying in. Harwell got a paw on it, and he wins Wasatch a possession. And then Stagg an interception. These two teams getting a bit sloppy. Acuff picks his way through.
Tough.
The bucket and the foul.
Tough finish.
Wow.
There's Acuff with the ball skills and the handle to get in the lane, not be rushed, be under control, and going to finish through the contact. If you're County, you want to foul them and not let them get that shot up. There's Acuff with a chance to make this an 11-point game. IMG getting themselves back into it.
Acuff, such a gifted player. He led Cass Technical High School in Detroit to their first ever state title when he was just a sophomore. Transferred to IMG, and he since turned himself into the #1 guard in America.
Shout out to Cass Tech. Ekway is a man of a screen.
County for three. Board to White. Yeah, Ekway's really hard to deal with. That 6'9", almost 230-pound frame. Acuff whirls right by him. And timeout for Wasatch. Back to a 9-point game. Just over 6 minutes to go. And a spot in the Chipotle Nationals quarterfinals is on the line. Darius Acuff starting to sizzle as we come down the wire in Indy.
I like that.
Tell me about all the ingredients in guacamole.
So we have fresh lime juice, we have cilantro, and we have red onions, jalapeno, and avocados. And we hand chop everything every morning. You'll know how real it is because of how it tastes.
Elite high school hoops all season long, streaming from the top tournaments and showcases across the country.
Who kicks it out? Fowler three-pointer. Count it at the buzzer. We are live from Hofstra University.
The 5-for-5 Hoop Fest on League Ready.
With 3 minutes remaining, Harper gets the steal. Harper goes by James and jams it.
Cross-court pass. Here's Rob Wright. 2-on-1 for the slam.
Catch it all live on League Ready YouTube.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
The hotel. And back at the Chipotle Nationals, so a spot in the quarterfinals against one-seeded Columbus is on the line here. So either Wasatch or IMG will fill that spot. And then it's a 3-day sprint to get to the title game on Sunday, or on Saturday rather, where one of these schools will fight for a national championship. Wasatch Academy has never been there. In fact, they've never been past the quarters. IMG, meanwhile, 2019 national champions, and then got to the semifinals the next 3 seasons. As the kickball keeps it with Wasatch. It's going to be an incredible weekend here in Indy.
Yes, it is. Cannot wait. Looking forward to it. So glad this event is done in Indiana, a state that just loves their high school basketball.
Here's Harwell, baseline drive. And he's starting to get going.
And that's what you love about Isaiah Harwell. He can get downhill, finish at the rim at 6'5". He can knock down jumpers. 200 pounds, just tough, hard-nosed guard that can do it all.
Now Acuff open for 3, and he usually hits that. Tonight's been a struggle, 2 of 8. Harwell sneaking in, gets his own board, and then a foul. Isaiah Harwell, he hasn't committed a foul in this half, importantly, and he has scored 8 more points.
14 minutes played, 12 points scored. Feels efficient.
Kid knows what he's doing. Lead to 12. He'll play for Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars next year. And with a polished final 5 minutes, He'll play the Boozer Twins, Jackson Richardson, and 1 seed Columbus in about 20 hours. Here goes Beamer, rumbling in. The floater's off, and he took some contact to the eye. A hard foul. And Beamer holding his face. So Trey Beamer in a world of pain, but he'll get up now, shoot some free throws. Let's take another look. Trey Beamer rumbling in. Here's that hard fall.
It's that extra smackdown by Toure, getting him in the face a little bit. Hard-nosed drive, got bumped with the body. Toure came in there, finished him up, cleaned his clock. Beamer at the free throw line with the chance to cut this lead down. It's about 5 minutes to go in the game.
A clock cleaning. It never feels good. And Beamer cuts into that lead. Miller replacing Monsiel. Sub for Wasatch. So Beamer hits them both, and now he'll check out, still kind of feeling it on the face. All right, so 5:35 left. Wasatch has held the lead for 83% of this game, all but about a minute 40.
Good math, partner.
I used the calculator. And a tip back for County follows the miss beautifully.
Just love all these Wasatch dudes. They're tough, man. They can all shoot. They can all mix it up and get in the lane and make plays at the rim. Big time team. Coach does a great job with these guys. Good cut, Miller.
And Miller, the miss. Toure follows it. Toure with the left hand.
Big fella.
Grown man move. And then a foul on Miller. Here's that grown man, Ali Toure.
That shot goes up. You better get a body on Toure, because if you don't, he gonna get a body on you. Going through defenders. Stag, one of the strongest guys in high school basketball. Toure treating him like a body bag, going right through him.
The physicality for Wasatch has been off the charts.
From the guards, from the bigs. Got coach over. Coach hasn't sat down one time on the sideline. All the coaches. You look over there now, 3 assistant coaches, 3 coaches standing up, coaching the guys up.
The staff led by 5th-year coach Paul Peterson. Also experienced coaching at BYU Hawaii at the D2 level. Played pro ball in England, Germany, Serbia.
Coach does a great job. One of the best high school basketball minds that we have in the EYBL Scholastic.
And he's got his team on the verge of the quarters at the Chipotle Nationals.
Oh.
Harwell nearly got it. Fouled by Stagg.
That's tough. That's tough.
Grabbing his knee.
If you're a Stagg, you did it. You're big, you stay big, you show your chest, you show your hands. Just bailing Isaiah Harwell out there at the last second. But if you're Isaiah Harwell, you got big fella on you in the middle of the floor. You got to go get you one. You can't just settle for that step back jumper. You got to go get you a good shot.
And Harwell, a little slow to get up, kind of stretching out that knee. Midway through his junior season, he suffered a season-ending knee injury, required surgery, spent the entire offseason rehabbing, and just now is finally at full strength. And he says he's feeling good, but you see him giving a lot of attention to that right knee as he bangs home the second. And I think he wants to sub out. Yeah, he can barely get back down the floor. And that's a bad sign for Wasatch as Acuff travels. And it'll give Wasatch a chance to get Harwell out of there. Oh no, hobbling to the sideline. And anyone should be rooting for Harwell to get back in there.
You just gotta hope
he's okay.
A cramp. Yep.
He's going straight back to the locker room. So sending our best to Isaiah Harwell, as it seems Wasatch will be without him for these final 4 minutes. County on Acuff, the miss. Rebound goes to Stagg. Now Acuff, the triple. In and out, not his night, as it's ripped by Monsieur.
Tyson Acuff, 6 of 19 from the field, 17 points. Shots just aren't going in tonight.
It's essentially a back-to-back for Acuff. He did play last night in New York at the McDonald's All-American game. 20 minutes. Then he traveled, so not making excuses, but can't blame the guy for being a bit exhausted. And then bodies keep flying here. Wasatch with a 15-point advantage.
But I will say, Sam, you wake up in a 5-star hotel, you got to play basketball for 20 minutes, you eat a 5-star meal, you probably take a first-class flight to get here, you're in another 5-star hotel, and you play basketball for 30 minutes. I'm not giving these dudes the luxury of being tired.
Nope.
It's a good life. It's good living.
No luxuries. Not quite scrapping it. Hey, when you put it that way,
it's good living.
When you put it that way, my friend, I want that. 3:30 to go, and Wasatch by 15. Now we're told we have an emergency situation here, a tornado warning here in Indianapolis, and we are told we have to get up and clear the gym. So I promise you at home we're all okay for now, but we are going to take a quick pause and seek shelter because we have a tornado warning here in Indianapolis. So we hope be back soon enough, but a quick break due to the weather here in Indy. You're watching the Chipotle High School Basketball Nationals on League Ready. We're here at Hamilton Southeastern High School, just south of Indianapolis, for an opening round matchup between Wasatch and IMG. And early on, the #1 guard in the country, 5-star recruit Darius Acuff, well, he was doing Darius Acuff things, starting to sizzle. But then Isaiah Harwell and company, Wasatch, took a firm grasp on this game, 63-48 lead at the 3:30 mark of the fourth quarter. And that's when things here in Fishers got a little funky. Now you see Rafael and I, we are okay. Everyone here is okay. But we had about a 1-hour delay due to a tornado warning. I had never seen that before.
I've never seen that before. It felt like we were in high school again.
I know. We had to go take shelter.
Doing some tornado drills, ducking our head a little bit, trying not to get hit by the glass.
Were you ducking? I mean, you're taller than me. Yeah, we were ducking our heads. We were in the hallway. We even went to the break room.
We did.
I mean, it was nice socializing. But everything's fine. Everyone's safe here in Fishers. Tornado warning is over. And now it's time to play some basketball. Tell me how Wasatch took such a firm hold of this game.
I mean, well, Isaiah Harwell was dealing with foul trouble in that first half, but they had other guys step up and get baskets. They had other guys step up and gain some rhythm, like Masim. Like, you saw guys start to make shots at a higher level. Here in this second half, Isaiah Harwell got going. He got started making shots. He started getting downhill. But the defense from Wasatch Academy has been what the difference has been all game long.
So 1 hour after we took a tornado warning break, took shelter, and we're all okay. Wasatch and IMG for the final 3:30. And a quick rebound from Augustine Ekwe, who has been a man amongst boys tonight.
Wasatch Academy, an hour delay, warm-up lines, and they're pressing to start this game again. It's a big-time effort. Oh, he double dribble, got away with one.
Here's Quinones. After they get away with it, Stagg ripped away by Ekwe. Harmon fouled on the other end by Beamer, and free throws will come for Cottrell Harmon. Now, other than the tornado warning, a big story in this game has been Isaiah Harwell and how he missed most of the first half due to foul trouble, picked up 3 quickies, but since coming back, Ray, he's been so efficient. 15 points in 15 minutes. Pretty good.
Big-time scorer, big-time player. Sadly, went out with a lower leg injury, sitting on the sideline right now next to Cam Heidi. But when Isaiah Harwell, when he starts cooking, there's not much you can do but hope he misses some shots.
And now Cottrell Harmon splitting the free throws. Rebound pulled by White. Now for the final 2:40. Acuff blocked by Ekwe, but that's a goaltend call. 2 more points for Acuff, puts him at 20. So 20 points for Acuff on 21 shot attempts, 7 of 21. As IMG only led for 1 minute and 46 of this game. And frustration continues as Quinones gets called for the foul. So if Wasatch holds on for these final 2:33, Ray, they get a matchup tomorrow night against 1-seeded Columbus. How do they match up with Columbus?
I mean, when you face Columbus, yeah, you first thought is Cameron Boozer down low inside. But you have to deal with Caden Boozer first. You have to deal with Jackson Richardson first. So it becomes a guards game. So you need guys like Harmon, guys like Harwell, guys like Masim to be at their best, not just offensively, but defensively. They got to keep the ball out of the paint. And then down low, Torre, Ekwe, they've got to be ready. They got to have that hard hat. Because Cameron Boozer, man, that dude's a load on both ends of the floor, and he is attacking every single possession.
And again, Wasatch going with the press. Looks like IMG got a timeout off before a 5-second violation, so maybe 4.5 and then a timeout. This Wasatch team, they really are so balanced offensively. I mean, we look at Monsiel is the top 3-point shooter in the EYBL. Yep. Harmon, the top assister in the EYBL. And Isaiah Harwell, he could be the most complete player, and that doesn't even count all the big men they have up front.
Yeah, and you think about Junior County, a guy that can knock down shots. Talking to Purdue assistant in the hallway, they love his body, they love his athleticism, his ability to shoot the ball. Ekwe, one of the better shot blockers you will see in high school basketball. A big physical presence at the rim. Dudes like Miller coming off the bench and affecting the games on both ends. I mean, this Wasatch team is well constructed. They play hard, they play together. Coach does a tremendous job with these guys.
Now Acuff looking to attack them. Here's his pull-up shot off the front end. Ekwe the rebound. Now he finds County. Miller in the corner. And Miller takes a tumble. Another IMG foul, which is the third since coming back from the tornado warning break. And Wasatch can put this away with free throws. In the regular season, Wasatch shot 50% from the floor, best in the EYBL, 43% from three, 15 assists per game, 9 steals per game. All of those led the conference as they won the EYBL regular season title. And Miller hits them both, 18-point lead with 2 minutes left. And they're still pressing.
just trying to make IMG Academy, just trying to disrupt
and it's
them
working.
a little bit. Yes, it is.
It is working.
Slowing the game down a little bit, forcing clock to come off the time to come off the clock.
And now they can just bleed clock. Double-figure scoring tonight for Monsiel with 17, Harwell 15, County with 11. Also 11 rebounds tonight for County. He's dribbling now up top. Acuff on him with just over 100 seconds left in this opening round matchup. Jones with the steal. Sadiq White drops the hammer. In the end, it won't matter, though, as Wasatch is up 16 with 90 seconds left. Miller in the corner, 4-3. The cherry on top of a nearly perfect second half. So Wasatch Academy will play at 8 o'clock tomorrow in the quarterfinals against one-seeded Columbus. And the Tigers will look to make it out of the quarterfinals for the first time in program history. IMG will see their season end with a 21-8 record and a disappointing opening round finish.
I just enjoy how Wasatch is not letting up. They continue to play. Up 15, 20 points, attacking every single time down the floor.
But they're saying, hey, we had to shelter for an hour. Might as well come out with some spunk.
Get these cobwebs out our legs.
Acuff with the three. Hey, next time we see him, it will be in red and white with Coach John Calipari at Arkansas. As Wasatch will get to live another day. Beamer the miss on what will likely be the final possession of the night. An offensive masterclass tonight for Wasatch. 18-point demolition of powerhouse IMG. And the Tigers are on to the Chipotle Nationals quarterfinals and a date with one-seeded Columbus. What a performance tonight for Wasatch, as we now can finally update our bracket. Columbus and Wasatch, Brewster and Bella Vista, Lehigh and Prolific, Link and Dynamic. What a day we've got tomorrow in Indy.
Oh, it's going to be a big-time day of big-time matchups at every position, in every game. You look at Columbus and Wasatch, you hope Harwell is feeling better. He's at 100% able to go. Brewster, CIA, Bella Vista going to be a big-time game. Don't sleep on Prolific Prep and Lehigh going head-to-head. Kyan Anthony, one of the better players in the country, makes for a big-time quarterfinals.
We saw Isaiah Harwell limping off the floor, his right knee bothering him. We certainly hope he'll be at full health tomorrow as Harwell and Wasatch can officially update the bracket. Such a great sight here at the Chipotle Nationals. And Wherever you're joining from, we appreciate you joining us tonight in Indy. Alongside our wonderful crew, my partner and friend, Rafael Davis, Sam Brief saying so long from Fishers, Indiana, where Wasatch punches its ticket into the quarters. We'll talk to you tomorrow.